guys. So I'm sure that you guys are all interested at what we are going to be doing these next couple days. So let me actually just move my computer over here so it doesn't look like I'm avoiding you guys. So just so you guys know, I'm going to switch to share screen just to show you guys what we have going on. So let me share with you. Notice here, I don't know if you guys can see, I hope so, but notice here that we have nothing due until, let's see, until November 2nd, okay? So that means that you do not have submittables this week, but I want us to be working on how to organize the feedback. So you guys should be watching Voss's video I sent to you in the group chat. We're gonna also be putting that on the on Blackboard, okay? Oh, so by the way, if you guys have not yet done Blackboard, shame on you, okay? Log into Blackboard. So you can just simply Google Blackboard, and if you've already, or Tim also sent out a link to you guys. If you just log in, let's go back to, it's pretty easy to navigate. What we like about Blackboard is that you have everything in one little central location. So we are in now 2018 semester 2. We just did group A, the early track, and now we're doing B, okay? So you guys are these coaches, and you guys should have already done the welcome form. Now we have already finished the early track, and now we are getting into the late track, okay? So you should be keeping up on your materials to read throughout your phases, okay? Late track distribution of teams. So I just want to let you guys know that you guys are doing really well. And so during this early track, you guys, each of you were assigned teams or should have been assigned teams by your head coaches. And let me get you guys off the share screen real quick. So you guys should have all been assigned teams, and now you actually know what it's like to grade and to review these submissions. So you guys should know what some good things look like and some bad things. The bad part that we did have about reading all the submittables was that some people just copied and pasted the same things and it's pretty obvious, you know, when you say you see exact same wording or maybe just a couple words changed when you're evaluating people. And so I get it, you know, that's a lot of people to grade, but imagine people actually do this for the living. So it is kind of possible, you know, your teachers all have to grade you. And they're not going to all say, well done, good job, said the right things, or could have said more here. Those are such vague things. Your teachers, think about what your teachers really do. If your teachers really want you to get better, they say maybe one good thing and one bad thing, and maybe one thing that they see a lot of potential that you could be doing better. So let's just think about that for next time. All right. And so then also in Voss's message today, we talked about how instead of everybody looking at, you know, everybody reviewing every single person, every single team, instead what we are kind of thinking on doing, and we would like your feedback on this by, let's say as soon as possible, ASAP, because most likely it will be in effect whatever we decide. Okay, so this is just maybe one scenario where we still kind of have a tracker to make sure every coach has given their input. Okay, so in this case, it would be each coach reviews maybe a handful, maybe just over a blanket of 10 teams that they've been assigned as a group. Okay, so each coach randomly selects their own 10 teams, let's just say. And, or if you have a small company that you're reviewing, maybe you do all of them, each coach, but regardless. So everybody reviews and they say some blanket statements of what those group of students for that company are doing well. Give some examples All right, so call out if you see somebody who's doing something well, point it out, cite your source, say team 173. They referenced and they are actually using their APA format ahead of time, or they actually have graphics. So give examples, okay? And if you're the coach, please provide your head coach with those examples so they can go verify, all right? Do not say everybody's doing a good job or vice versa. Do not say they're missing this, these kind of markers unless they really are. So give actual firm examples. Also things that people are not doing well. And so even if it's a blanket statement, be specific. Describe what you see is a pattern of lacking features in these team submissions, okay? So if let me actually pull up a spreadsheet. My cat decided to join us. This is Chili, and she just hopped on my lap. So let me pull up Excel real quick. And so let's say I'm going to pull up my shared screen real quick again. And let's see, Excel real quick. Share that with you. All right. So let's see you are team for vertical journey, okay? And this will be your coaches column. And this will be our, let's say, our positive critiques. Let's just have an example. Maybe like you like to source, okay? And then let's have some negative feedback. Example. And then let's say that we have some potential, like potential examples, okay? Improvement. Obviously, everything could be example, but like say there's those in-between phases where something maybe isn't quite poor, it's not quite awesome, but you really could see it going somewhere if somebody were to develop on it more, okay? So I'm going to say my name is Kim, and say that we have Tim, and say that we have, let's say, Jim and Cam, all right? Just for lack of creativity. So I would say, just a couple of feedbacks here, blah, 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 blah. Give examples, say teams, maybe I saw it in a couple teams 5, 7, and this is just an example. Perhaps we want to merge these two cells. It's really going to be up to you guys. So I would like to see just kind of what you guys think, but we definitely want to keep it in a spreadsheet, because if we do divide everybody up by team, so say this is kind of, if we say we all even shared a document, okay, this is just kind of a collaborative idea that we kind of had, was what if we all shared a Google file, and we could possibly have unicorn on another spreadsheet. Obviously, we don't want you guys looking at each other's data because we want you guys to be original. But if another group has a good idea of how to format something, maybe we can all agree on a way to do this data. So I would like to, before Friday, to agree on a method that works for all of us, because Xculture is growing just so fast. By the way, we just got Bolivia. We have a large amount of Bolivia students, so just wanted to throw that out there, that is big territory too, that we are expanding farther south. So I just wanted to throw that out there. But since we're expanding so much, we have to think of of ways to be sustainable. How can we keep grading with the number of coaches that we get and make it enjoyable and make this not such a killer for you guys if you guys are going to have thousands of students every semester. So we could potentially add, more team or everybody into one Google file, okay, and we could share it, or we could just let you guys do your own thing. But I would like to hear your guys' input. So that was the first thing, okay? The second thing we're going to put on Blackboard for you guys. Let me close this. Okay, so the second thing we're going to put on Blackboard is this is kind of, Voss sent this out as a training module in the works where it's in process on how to provide feedback, okay? So in the end, our intent is to make kind of a training guide in the future. So based off of the evaluations that we provide, okay? So after a while, so this is just for, say, one specific period, okay? We could also say this is just for block 1, okay? Soon here, if we do, oops, let's try that again, hold on. Soon here, if we were to repeat this method and say next time we did block 2, okay, we eventually get kind of time series data, okay, that we could eventually summarize over time, all right? And then, so eventually what we want to be able to provide is 5 to 10 pages that your group has put together on detailed and developmental constructive feedback. So these are things that overall, what you are seeing teams do well, what you are seeing teams need to improve most, and maybe what teams have unique ideas that they could possibly develop more on, or that you may not see in other teams. So this is kind of our way of creating future teams with an achievement, like a way to succeed, okay, like a little booklet, if you will. So 5 to 10 pages after you would have summarized all of this data, okay, in the end, I mean, that's pretty easy to come up with 5 to 10 pages because we have, I think, 6 blocks, or no, 5, and then, yeah, I think it's only 5 blocks after the draft, the final draft. So anyways, so that's pretty much that. And let's see. We'll talk a little bit more about this. Anyways, it's about how the schedules work. There's a schedule in here on Monday, the deliverables, and then screen sharing is paused. Anyways, Monday, the deliverables, I download them when we get them and then send them out to you guys. So that's kind of how things have been doing. Sorry about last week. We kind of had a little bit of issue with them getting organized, but that's okay. We still got them out and you guys did very well considering how much time you guys had. But basically what we wanted overall, if you guys have watched Voss's video, and you guys please read through what we want to accomplish here, okay? And, sorry, let me pull my screen again. Watch Voss's video and read through what we want to accomplish here, okay? So please read the intent, the steps. Let me know what you would like us to maybe add, okay? Let me know what you guys would like us to add, maybe what seems a little bit confusing in this, but this is kind of the first phase of us reinventing the coaches program because we are getting so strong and we are gaining so many clients that you guys kind of get to be the first to help us um, make this as efficient as possible. So we don't take anything you say offensively, especially me. You know that I like to hear from you guys all the time. I wake up every Sunday morning just to see your guys' happy faces. So please be honest with me on how we can make this better, okay? And make this actually a good experience for you guys. So in the end, that being said, coaches, you guys would still be responsible for reading. Let me pull up. You guys would still be responsible. Make sure that you guys can still see this. For reading, if I am head coach, and these were my coaches, I am still responsible for reading Kim's critiques, Tim's critiques, Jim and Cam, and making sure that I'm actually checking what they're saying and making sure it makes sense. Is it grammatically correct, first and foremost, if other people are going to be reading it? So, and if you guys have any questions, just let me know. I can always proofread too. So, also, is this stuff valid that they're saying? We don't want to say everybody's doing well. We don't want to say everybody's missing whatever. We want to say, like, these teams are doing well. Maybe everybody is missing something, but maybe we can figure out why. Did we miss instruction somewhere? So that's kind of what the head coach's job. And also, they are going to collect all of that data and summarize it into an efficient document, preferably about half a page to a page at the end of each week, and then submit that, okay, as their, as a team document, and then so we can go from there too, if that's what we decide. So that's kind of what makes sense at the moment if we want to follow. And so here's some of the things that we're saying for formatting. Again, this is all raw, like we have not finalized this, okay? But this is what we want: a document with Times New Roman, single spaced, and then it's pretty self-explanatory. Voss put this together. So read through it, please. Give me your feedback. I've got one other document here, so let me stop the share real quick while I pull that up. I'm actually having fun with this. I'll zoom. Okay. One second here. All right. This one's called Developing an Effective Executive Analytics Summary. Okay, so let me share that here. Where's my share button? There. Okay. Okay, so we're going to post this on Google, on our Blackboard as well. And so this is a little older, but it shows us how to develop an effective executive analytics summary. Kind of the same idea. This would be for the CEOs of the company to review what's going on with their participants. So let's see. One second here. So these are the steps. It's kind of, again, self-explanatory. These are the old companies. Some of them might look familiar, but these are really for what we're trying to get at in the long run, okay? What we're looking at in the end. So I don't know if you guys have seen this before. Maybe in your maybe when you guys were in the program. But so we will be posting that, and we want you to read through that as well. Okay, so we kind of want to give more quantitative and qualitative analysis to our data that we provide. Okay, so again, let me know if you guys, here's the steps that we used to take when we did this method. We kind of haven't done it for a while just because of us growing so fast. We've gotten away of it, but we would like to kind of revisit this. So let me go back to Zoom. One second. Right. So basically that's it for now. Okay, you guys don't have any submittables this week until the 2nd of November. And so before then, have a good Halloween, Hallows Eve, and Dia de los Muertos is coming up. So if you guys celebrate any of those, that's always a great time. And basically, we just want to make sure that you guys are first and foremost, you guys are our lifeline, and this program couldn't be made well without you guys. So we definitely want you guys to be there to help us improve it, or either when you come back as head coaches or secondary head coaches, or maybe one day you'll just kind of just keep coming to the symposiums like I do. So anyways, we just want to make sure that you guys are here for the long run because we really enjoy having you. And we want to make this as efficient as possible, but giving the most quality feedback that we can as well, okay? So I know that we're putting a lot of implementing stuff and just kind of trying to get ideas to make this program better, but we definitely want to hear your feedback, okay? So anyways, that's all we have for right now. I'm going to post just a couple of things for the quiz, but nothing too serious, and you guys will probably make that due Saturday, probably something like that. I'll post it in the group chat, okay? But until then, I just hope you guys are having a good week and take care.